Hey, what is up everybody and welcome to a tier list video. I know, Velocci has sunk so far down that he's doing the tier list. Well, today I'm going to be giving my opinion on what I think is the worst and the best dinosaurs in the Isle Evrima. I do apologize for that ad that popped up. I have tried to minimize the screen as much as I can so we don't get any ads, because like I say, you know, these ads that are on this website do not sponsor me at all. But yeah, so today we'll be looking at the Isle Evrima dinosaur tier list maker, and I'll be sharing this in the description so you guys can go and make your own tier list and let me know your thoughts. Of course, we have S tier, we have A tier, B, C, D, and that's it. Of course, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dinosaurs and other creatures that we'll be putting on here, and we've got 5 categories, and we'll be going through what I think is my favorite. I'll be telling you why I like them. I'll be going in the order here, and then we'll reshuffle at the end to see where we're at. So obviously I've played a little bit of each of the dinosaurs. I haven't played them on stream, but I've played each and every one of them off screen. And now, so that means I can conclude and formulate an opinion on what I think is best overall. So let's get right into it. If you are new to this channel and enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. This is something new. If you want to see another tier list, I might do one on Path of Titans, so let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, let's start with Carnotaurus. So Carnotaurus is probably the big bad carnivorous dinosaur in the Isle currently. It's probably the best land carnivore, because it's got nothing that can really compete against it. It can easily squash a Utah, and if you have a family of Carnos, it is fairly strong. So in my opinion, I would technically put Carno around the A tier. I feel like it could go up to the S tier for a carnivore, because we don't have any big competition for land carnivores for Carno. However, once we get that competition, it would sink down to A, and maybe when we get more, it would probably just sit in a mid-tier or A tier or around that area. But for now, because I think Carno doesn't have any major competition in the Isle Evrima in terms of, its only competition on land is Utah, so it would go up there. However, it could move, because I do have a reasoning why it could move if we're weighing it up against everything. So for now, we'll put it in S tier. I know, oh my god, Carno has made it into the S tier. It's a formidable opponent at the end of the day. It's a fairly good one. However, when you are a baby, you are very weak, but when you get strong, it's very good. And I feel like I should conclude that being baby you're going to be weak regardless. So I feel like it could be an A. I'll put it in A for now. Dinosukis. Okay, Dinosukis is a pain, and it's because, everybody calls it Dinosukis and then gets on at me for calling it that. I'm not going to put it in D. You know what, I'm joking. But Dino, its growth time is huge. It's 5 hours, and before you get to a mid-tier size, you're very weak, and once you die, you lose everything. However, because of what it is, its playstyle is unique. It's very unique, and once you have that pounce, you'll be very strong against your opponents. The only thing that can really counter you is a stego. And well, as long as you stay in the water, you should be fine. So I'd say it could be an S tier. As a baby and as a juvie is absolutely terrible. And it's obviously like anything, you can't catch big fish. You can only catch little ones. And, other Dinosukises will just eat you because you're a little baby. And then after you go mid to upper growth, you're a lot more stronger. So in that sense, I'd put it in S. However, its growth time, I might put it down a little bit. 5-hour growth is absolutely disgusting. Now, Dryo is something that I think you'd play if you have a death wish, because, well, at the end of the day, it's probably the weakest dinosaur in the game. It's a nice, quite big-sized, dinosaur in terms of what it is. It's bigger than Hypsi, but in terms of what it is, it's a fairly average dinosaur. I'd probably arguably put it in C tier. I'd say technically Hypsi would be better, just because I find it's more unique. Dryo is probably a bit, it's a bit dry. Oh god, Dryo is a bit dry. So it's C or D for me. However, I will be having some hardcore Dryo stands in the comments, probably bullying me. However, we don't see it much. So for now, it's going to go in D tier. We'll find out maybe when the new diet comes in what it will actually stand at. But for now, we'll put it in D tier. Now, Hypsi. Hypsi, I actually find a little bit of a nuisance. I find it like the Camto in Path of Titans, although the Camto isn't as unique. I just find them equally as annoying. So for that, it's going in the D tier. I'm joking. It's probably going to go in the C tier or B tier. However, it's probably not a B tier dinosaur because it's average. It can climb up trees, it can hide, and it can squirt poison at you, which arguably would put it in B tier. It's got a very quick growth. However, one hit is enough to kill it in any regard. A Utah can kill it easy. You know, a Stego, a Carno, a Dino, a Pteranodon, they can kill it easy. So, because of that, it'd probably go in C. It's very unique, and if you want a challenge, I'd pick Hypsi over Dryo. But if you wanted, you know, suicide, I would say Dryo over anything else. And that's where it would stand with, you know, so far what we have. So far we have Dinosukis in S, Carnotaurus in A, Hypsi in C, Dryo in D. Conveniently, this could just be the Dryo tier because, you know, it's probably the only dinosaur that will be in that tier for now. Next up, we have the Pteranodon. Now, Pteranodon, I would say it's an S tier because it's a flyer, it's unique, you can get everywhere, but I'd say it's probably, you know, it's got its weaknesses. I'd probably put it around the A and B tier because mainly it's an A tier because you can fly. It's the only flyer in the game. It's unique because of that. And, you know, you're fairly strong against people because you can get away from them easy. But if you're caught out and you get knocked by the slightest of things, anything can kill you. Once you get caught, you're dead pretty much. Growth, it's an hour, so it will be sinking around an A tier. But do you really care about that if you're just going to die instantly and anything can easily murder you? Even, in fact, a Hypsi and a Dryo can probably murder you. So, in my opinion, it's a tough one. I'll put it at A tier for now, but it's a low A tier. It's not going to be there for long, however. Stego, probably the best land herbivore in my opinion. It'd probably be an S tier. It's the only dinosaur that can counter Dinosukis and Carnotaurus, and it's, you know, as long as you're not alone, you're safe. However, if you're alone and you get caught out, a pack of Utahs can easily take you down. However, I'd probably put it at low S tier because I like Stego. I really enjoyed playing as the Stego when I played it on stream, and I thought it was very fun. And, you know, compared to Pteranodon, which I found quite boring after a while, which is probably why I'd put it into B tier, and Dino, which I found very fun overall, getting that pounce, but you need to be on a populated server for that anyways. In terms of uniqueness so far, Dino and Pteranodon will be S tiers, but in terms of overall stats, Dino and Stego would be S tier. Tenonto is next, and this is arguably one of the most OP dinosaurs in the Isle in terms of, you know, it's underrated. People think it's actually fairly strong, and I have yet to formulate a proper opinion on it, so I'd probably put it in, you know, I've played it a little bit. I've played it on and off, and I can say it's fairly strong. You know, it's not as strong as a Stego. It's not as, you know, unique as a Stego. However, it's a lot bigger than I thought, and you know what? It's fairly unique. And its growth time isn't as long as Stego's either. So if you were technically going off of that, you'd put it in A tier. But where about in A tier? Probably bottom A tier. Maybe, yeah, it would go bottom A tier. Now, Utah. We're coming to the end of this video already, but Utah is the next one on the list, and it's the final one on the list. Utah, to me, it's okay. It was the first ever dinosaur in Evirma that I ever played as. I played it with Simo, and it was an okay dinosaur, you know. If you're good at the game, you can excel well in it. If you are in a pack, you can excel well at it. If you're alone and you're not fairly good at the game, you'll be absolutely fucked by it, because I mean it has a learning curve, and it's unique with the pounce and everything, but overall I'd probably put it in a B tier, because I don't know, there's something about the Utah, it's losing its taboo. It needs a little bit more to it, and we'll see when the diet update and the perks and elders will come out. This list will change a lot when all that's come out. And this is an update 3 list, pre-update 4 list for the Isle Evrima for a tier list. Let's go over it, shall we? So we got Dryo in D tier, we got Hypsi in C tier. Now, Dryo, like I said, it's very mundane. It's basically like a nerfed down version of the Tononto, or watered down. Hypsi's more unique. You can climb trees and stuff, and you can spit on people. Utah, it's okay. It's an all-rounder. You can pretty much do well at it as long as you know what you're doing. And then we get into the other ones, Carno, Pteranodon, and Tononto. I'd say Tononto is stronger than, you know, Pteranodon, but Pteranodon trumps it with the unique ability that it can fly, and it's the only dinosaur that can fly. However, I don't know, there's something about Pteranodon that I don't enjoy as much, but that's my overall opinion on Pteranodon. Carno, it's strong, it's beautiful, it's a big boy. Once you're fully grown as a Carno, you are very strong, and I think, you know, I'd argue it's an easy A star. If we had an A star tier, Pteranodon will be bottom. Tononto, it's stronger than Pteranodon, and it can fuck up a Pteranodon, but is it as unique? I gotta factor that in here. Probably not as unique, so it'd go bottom A tier. Stego and Dino. Stego is the only thing that can counter Dino, and Dino is probably the most strong creature in the game at the moment, as long as you use it correctly and you're not ganged up on by, you know, evil dinos that will eat you as a dino, you know, cannibals, okay? So that's pretty much my tier list. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you agree with this tier list? Do you think it's okay? Do you think it could be better? Where would you place these dinosaurs? I'd love to know. The link will be in the description below, and of course you can share it in my Discord server in the hashtag dinosaur games section. You can share your tier list and what you think, where your stuff belong and where you think these belong. If you want me to do a Path of Titans one, let me know in the comments down below. I know a lot of you folks watching my videos like Path of Titans, so I might do a Path of Titans tier list as well. We'll see how this one goes. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, if you are new, feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.